And welcome back, everybody. Getting ready to jump into the very first round of this best of three between Sprout and ORKS. We're in brackets at the top. Looking for an org. Who isn't these days?
Oh, actually, they're playing with Flay. That's cool.
Okay.
So I can tell you a bit about Flay as well. I guess not in the pistol, but when we get to an eco, I'll tell you a little bit about Flay. Because I think he's actually a very good player. Definitely upgrades this ORKS side immediately just off the bat. Underpass push coming in from 3 of these players. Gets spotted out and CJot completely misses the mark. But somehow ORKS are not ready for the top mid players. Doesn't matter. Turtles will find one. And then immediately, all the kills come in for Sprout in a blink of an eye. You've missed it. The pistol round is done and dusted. Olymp plants the bomb, but can he find any more?
That happened quickly. Slime.
Yes.
3 kills in like a couple seconds. Olymp. Can he get 3 kills? That's what he needs to do here. Got in hand. Good swing, but can't quite connect it to rolls. Need to find that first kill immediately. But hey, they got the bomb plan out of all that distraction. So that's actually not the worst, all things considered. Although with the 2 openers, you kind of felt like you could have got more from it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And especially when it felt like they were... It felt like they were not aware initially of the presence that Sprout had in towards top mid, but they immediately countered it. Like, Turtle hit a banging headshot, and you think, okay, well, that's probably a lot of space being gathered for ORKS, and Sprout are going to have to be trying to come back and reply, but immediately, all the swings came in, not only from connector, but in from short. The player top mid held his ground. Slime did exceptionally well. Carries that pistol round on his back, and now with the bomb plant, fortunately enough, because Olymp was able to get that down, ORKS have got a force buy in this. Look at all the Galils.
Spooke buys all that armor and then gets a team knife as well. A little sad for him. What goes on through, and sNxx gets a kill. Olymp finds his as well. Great little split there, throwing out the AX utility, but then straight through mid. All on the CJot in the site, has the MP9 as well. Not exactly the weapon you want. Good damage, long range does actually get the kill, but staying alive, that was always going to be a difficult task. Flay finds one. He's just Slime, and not for long. Black Tears dispatches him. The force buy back is perfect.
Towson's playing as well, instead of Zyphon. Presumably because Zyphon is, I know, standing in for Heroic for Showdown. But yeah, okay. So we got 2 subs coming forward. Towson, I can tell you a little bit about. Towson is part of the Sprout Academy project team. And so obviously we'll have that chemistry playing with Slime. Also played on the main roster for a little bit when Spooke got brought in alongside Wonderful. I feel like variance is really a big thing for Sprout at the moment. They either have really high highs or really low lows. And the fact that Towson has been here in his second, I guess, kind of stint, first proper standing in period for Sprout, he's actually been playing very well in the past couple of weeks. So you look to him, you think, actually, it's not too much of a bad replacement, but obviously Sprout would definitely prefer Zyphon in the ranks. Fast play here out towards B. Yet again, it's this short split. CJot's been spotted, and the rifles should just be able to overwhelm here. It shouldn't be a factor. And if anything, you save this armor.
Give it another shot into the next round. Very decisive plays from ORKS. It's been quite nice to see. Not allowing these pistols to really get anything done, and Spooke might be able to get himself a rifle if he can get a little bit longer reach in those arms. Had to swing out to pick it up, and unfortunately, 2 players watching from short. And Torsen got found. I like that is up in the feed. It's Mike Torsen. That's funny. Like Mike Tyson.
That is brilliant, actually. Olymp's got the XDs.
We love an XD. Always type that one in chat.
Terrorists win.
Rouse people up.
Well, you got us for a few seconds
XD.
as well. XD. Look, I think what's interesting as well, just as we kind of get things back to normal on the server and kind of regain some stuff. I'll tell you what, it's happening now. What's interesting is how direct Orcs have been and how immediate their responses are. It's not like we're waiting around for these rounds. They are coming thick and fast, and they are sprinting out mid. That's where they want the control. They know the Sprout are going to be on a little bit of an awkward buy here, and yet again, the game plan still remains the same. Fast plays in towards mid, looking for that short split, and it's working. Look at all this util doing damage.
Ah, hold up though.
Oh god, what?
The AK gets activated for 2. The bomb's dropped. Rolls in a 1 versus 2, but they know where he is, and yeah, all the utility lands. He has to just absolutely pelt it somewhere. And by the time he gets to that place, the bomb will be able to make its way through. So, luckily for Orcs, had him in a good position. Okay, you don't want to spend too long doing this. It does provide some coverage. No kit either. You're definitely having a bit of a look here. No one giving you the fight. And I think with that, Rolls is feeling a little less confident. Would love this AK into the future. He's on out of there.
There's so much conditioning as well. Orcs have gone in towards middle every single round. And you can imagine when all the guns come out into play, Sprout are going to be delegating a lot of resources here. You're probably going to see the short player wants to get involved a bit more. The connect player is going to be playing a bit deeper to try and find middle. And obviously you're going to have that window player there. So that's 3 committed bodies in towards middle. I wonder if Orcs are just going to run and execute straight out the gate to one of the bomb sites, because that will be lightly defended compared to middle. And Spooke has dropped. We've got 2 Spookes.
Spooky scary.
I won't be Spooke, actually. I'll be Siege-Art. Maybe he's here. That's okay.
Hey, it's all good.
I guess while we got the pause, I can tell you a bit about Flay as well. 18 years old, young guy, currently playing on a team called Lodis. Get a load of this. He's playing in Challenger League, and get a load of that. Everyone has
so
just
dramatic.
conceded. Yeah.
Exploded.
Now it's a 1v1. I don't think that's actually what's going on, guys. Server issues are plenty, and hopefully we can just get that reset and everyone can join back. But yeah, Flay playing on Lodis. Before that, he was playing on Thunderflash for a little bit. Young guy, got quite a lot of potential. I think it's cool that he's actually getting all of this experience in different like domestic teams. The fact that he's playing with all of these guys and gathering experience under his belt, and yeah, I think he's definitely a very good player, a one to watch out for. And I think when it comes to an upgrade, Flay over Moonwalk, especially in this best of 3, I think that's a big one. We could have had a fun talking point about the fact that Moonwalk and Siege used to play on Ave together, but he's not here now, so I won't dwell on that too much.
Yeah, I went to, I guess, while we've got this little break in the action, obviously we didn't know Zyphon wasn't playing with the squad until we were into the server. So I think we would have said Sprout were the clear favorites with that squad that they were playing with.
Yeah.
Given that there is that extra stand-in in play, do you feel that Orcs maybe has even a bit of an edge?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the way that they're playing at the moment. The fact that they're keeping it direct, the fact that they are just kind of, for lack of a better term, like deathballing at Sprout. Like they are making sure that they are just, everyone's on the same page. We're going to run wherever we choose. We're going to do it with numbers and overwhelm. That is really going to affect teams that lack structure. And the team that is going to lack structure is one that's playing with about 1 million stand-ins. So a really good idea. Obviously, this is the way Orcs like to play as well. This was very much in vein of what we saw out of this core of Permitter and Ignis Serpents before with Olymp sNxx. So the fact that you've kind of got the same identity in play, I think is really good. The fact they're not deviating from the way they like to play, I think is also quite essential. And especially where they've got to stand in as well. Playing with this pack mentality is a really easy thing to stand in on, because you can just go, okay, well, I'm just going to move as a unit with the team. The thing where it falls down on is CT side. But I feel like you've got enough players comparatively for Orcs than Sprout where it shouldn't really be too much of a problem.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, on Mirage, it's a lot easier to apply what you sort of said about the way Orcs are approaching this game, and obviously that's part of why they've picked into this map. I wonder how much that's going to translate across into Overpass, and actually I think you highlighted earlier, right, the struggles that Sprout has had on the T side. That's going to be exacerbated now that you don't have Zyphon as well, who's such a key piece of the squad and one of their top fraggers as well. So it could actually, there's a potential we get the 2-0 here. It just depends on, I guess, what happens with ORKS coming into that. Also, I guess, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves, already 4 rounds in, but very good display from ORKS so far. So I think it's going to be very competitive on Overpass as well.
It's very early. I feel like, especially on a map like Mirage, where ORKS have been kind of establishing this mid control, you don't want to put your AWP in Slime on middle. You want to put him on one of the extremities. You want to have him locking down these key angles. He can take a kill, then he can fall back, he can reposition in all of these different kind of avenues, and then you can establish crossfires from your mid players. I do think it's more of a benefit if Slime stays away from the pack in middle and he gets kind of leverage on where he wants to go, especially where you've got this lack of structure. You just need one guy just to be like, okay, well, look, I can get these fights. I got the spawn for Ramp Peak. I got the spawn for the B apartments. Definitely try and take it that way. I feel like that's where your AWP is going to get the most success. And we're going to see him with it as well as Flay with his.
Yeah, straight out into the server. Sorry for that slight little pause there, guys. Back into the action. And that AWP, where is it heading to, Random? It's heading into mid.
And that's exactly where ORKS are. Look at this again. But CJot down low, they're not ready for it. Immediate trade out of Black Tears, but Townsend up above, striking in con, but actually still trades are back and forward. ORKS are walking wounded, and yet they're coming out on top. And there is that extremity push that we've seen from Olymp, not only in the pistol, but also in this gun round. He has got all the space on B.
The issue is that bomb needs to be retrieved. It's up on cat at the moment, and Rolls, I think, is very aware of this. See how active he's playing. Oh, Slime catches that player in Olymp. That's kind of crazy. Rolls spots out the players as well. Both of them so low. This is tricky. Bomb can be retrieved, and you've still got a minute on the clock. Blacktears just feels like he has to kind of make the play here, and that's huge from Flay. Just holding down short, gives up that fight. Slime walks straight into the crosshair, and Rolls is just so disconnected from everything right now. They don't know where he is. They knew where he was. But with bomb being planted immediately, I don't think Rolls can even go close to this, despite how low they are.
Yeah, it's not going to be confirmed intel of how low both of these players really are. You can definitely give it a go if you're Rolls, but time is ticking away. There's no kit. There might be one dropped on the bomb site, but first mission is to get past Flay. Should actually have to jump on him. Oh, never mind, he doesn't. What a flick from Flay.
Huge round from Flay as well. Gets the AWP out immediately and with triple kills straight onto the board. Very impactful frags as well. That kill on the Slime gives them the round. After Slime had done so much work as well, finding that lurk over towards B. Obviously, it was still 2v2 at that point, so I absolutely don't blame him for the decision to wanting to get the information from short, but especially because he had the crossfire with Rolls at the same time, if he'd been able to get into that angle. But great response from ORKS just to pause there and wait for Sprout to make that mistake.
Oh, and unfortunately for Sprout as well, they've guessed wrong. ORKS have not gone A single time in this first half. And Sprout go, okay, well, surely this will be the chance. No, immediate execute on towards the B bomb site. Bomb is down. Sprout now looking for exits, looking for opportunities to take rifles away from ORKS, but this will be a guaranteed 5th round. This has been incredibly dominant so far.
Yeah, really impressive. So these pistols can do, may as well have a little bit of a look in, get some exits, maybe upgrade, get an AK or 2 if possible. Even that might not be allowed. So I'm playing a nice little off angle here, and has spooke to come supporting. Got 1 kill with the Deagle. 5-7. Wildly spraying onto Olymp. Does the job. You'd love to get this AWP if you can. And can't quite get it done. But does result in almost everyone's deaths. And in fact, only Turtle survives in the server.
Pretty decent damage, to be fair, but with ORKS winning 5 rounds already in this half, their economy is built up quite substantially. It is probably limited compared to what you'd expect it to be, with Sprout bringing it quite close with that Rouse 1 versus 2 effort with the first gun round. Yet again, we're in round 7, and this is the second full gun round for Sprout. This is how unrelenting the economy can be sometimes. Slime with the AWP, he's not been bad, but now he has to be brilliant.
Fun little boost from Flay, but not going to spot anything yet. It might get an angle on Tolson here, but I don't think he's going to progress any further than he is. They're just waiting on this contact, and then he's available. He's definitely hearing this scoping, though. Without utility, he's tempted to go forward. You know there's an AWP on the other side. Yeah, great fight. Wins it on out. Good response from Black Tears, though, immediately aggressing out when the smoke reappeared. Able to get that kill with no trade. That is until Slime hits the shot through the smoke.
Oh, and Rolls passes his test up Palace, and he understands that Turtle is also over at A. Don't think he expects him to be quite in sandwich yet. Probably anticipating Tetris. Creeping through this smoke. This gets a little bit awkward. Oh, and Turtle will find the fight, but I'm more focused on the one that Olymp's done on towards Spooke, because he had the bomb. Now things get really awkward in the 2v2. You've got 2 isolated gunfights that can be taken on both A and B. Turtle's trying his best to keep presence here. And for Olymp, he's checking things out underpass. They've got no confirmed intel in towards middle. If CJot just holds, that's fantastic. But it literally looks like Slime's going to be put under pressure here. He's under Balk with an AWP.
Yeah, it's not a nice position. Turtle is going through Palace as well. He's rerouted. This would be a great position if they're doing anything but what they're doing. Well, actually, depends who takes first contact, but the noise is intentional. It's to draw him out, but it doesn't matter. Slime steps up, but only for one. Puts it into the 1 versus 1. Olymp has time to plant. And information as well as she just spams on through. Does see him crossing the CT, and Olymp knows the information that's been passed over, so he's running all the way around. Now it's the mind game. Olymp trying to play with CJot. Realizes because it's planted default, he has to stay here. CJot's just going to try and full stick it, hoping that the play came through with Olymp going through jungle, but not how it panned out. Goes on back through and clutches it out. That's a round that Sprout will be not happy about letting drip.
Yeah, I'll be, yeah. Yeah. And drip through, I guess. That's really upsetting in the mid-round, because it feels like Sprout are onto a really good recovery. It feels like they definitely know that they can bring it back. Nice finds as well from both Slime and Rolls to get aggressive. I don't mind it in the middle portion of the game, but unfortunately it's just not quite panning out. Yet again, the economy is completely blundered for Sprout, and Orcs have got really good leverage to just kind of keep on building here, keep finding the success, and their mid-round calls have always been pretty spot on.
It was that 4v2. Oh. Still managed to get out a reasonable buy here, although Slime scouting it up currently. Not the HE he wanted. They've slipped through the fingers. Drip through the fingers. Turtle getting a rest on. Is aware of it, but Spooke wins out the fight. That's an AK that can be recovered and an opening kill found.
This time, Orcs are still playing quite passive. Just waiting for any further aggressive moves. I like the way that Spooke's just positioned himself quite deep in towards Palace, and the setup just hasn't changed for Sprout. They go, okay, we understand you like middle. You can have it. We'll be more reliant on our crossfires. Nice shot out of Spooke. Doubles down. This round feels pretty good for Sprout. And in rounds that they've had the advantage, it's not always been the story that they've been able to convert it. Smoke dribbled through connector. Suddenly Black Tears can accelerate. Slime, though, holding the angle. Should be able to find this kill with the scout, but doesn't quite manage it. This is awkward. They're under pressure now.
2 HP for Slime. They're just charging in through the connector, but there's 3 players here. One in Palace as well if needed. 20 seconds, yeah, they've just decided if we're not going to lose these weapons, try and hold on to them if they can. If they just pause here and they're not hunted, and Sprout, I don't know how incentivized they are to move at all. Might peek on through. You've spotted out the AWP, and now you can definitely deal with this. Yeah, play. Oh, you're in trouble. That was before the timer, but, well, Black Tear's death wasn't. But a great round from Sprout.
Yeah, really good. I like the fact they get aggressive, but they keep their setup. And they're relying more on their crossfires. They're not taking the fight to Orcs. They're letting Orcs come to them. And it works out a lot better. They're able to keep out a lot more numbers. They get the reward of this partial investment now for Orcs as well. Just on the Deegs, they go try and barrage their way out A. Running straight through the molly. That does a lot of damage. And it should be a shooting gallery, and it is. 2 kills for Towson. Here comes Rolls as well on the cleanup. Immediate and clean. Exactly what you want to see.
No worries at all. I felt Orcs, you know, managed to get everything back out this round anyway, regardless. Turtle is a little bit lacking on the util, but other than that, it's all good. I only do have a 3-round lead. It's on the T side, no less. Although, as we mentioned, that might not be as big a deal considering all of the chaos with these rosters. Bruce wants to get in front of this. Ooh, interesting. It didn't work out, but it was interesting.
Yeah, was that?
Blown from short, I think.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, blown by his teammate. That's wild.
Yeah, I think the HE blew up in short and affected the top of that smoke.
That's
Nice
really
peek.
cool. Yeah, great finds. And now Towson's getting aggressive in towards mid as well. He finds 2 alongside CJot. Sprout are just taking these fights to Orcs now. It's so confusing. And there's so much variation being thrown in. The Orcs are finding it really tough to handle. Not sure if sNxx is timed out or he's just holding for ramp. Looks like he's just holding for ramp, yeah. 2 versus 3. There's only 1 defender here on A at the moment.
Yeah, this utility, the way it's thrown almost feels fakeish, but maybe it's a double bluff. Throughout the smokes, they didn't spot anything behind it and suddenly like, I think this looks fake. With the amount of advantage in this forward position from CSGO, I mean, they're not going to fall for the double fake. They can just still keep 2 players here. The only opening they've kind of left is in towards short. And easy enough to deal with that with the app's presence. Tolson spots it out from the little jump from Ticket. Rolls is currently a bit isolated, and he is taking a bit of damage. Eventually sprayed on through by Turtle. Coulson getting peppered. Oh, he's brought down incredibly low. Getting banged out through the wall, dodging these bullets, just staying alive. You see, he wants to jump up on over, and it's perfect. Gets them both. sNxx had found the kill on the CJot as well. But the timing from that jump up was brilliant.
Yeah, really well done there. That's all on CJot, taking that contact in connector. Just stepping in immediately and make sure that Towson's got that wiggle room to be able to jump up. Pressure at time definitely on Orcs there to be able to plant the bomb in the last dying seconds, and the fact that Towson's able to do that is huge. What a comeback in this first half from Sprout, by the way. That's now 3 rounds in a row. Didn't get the bomb down for Orcs. I think their money is pretty shattered.
Yeah, that one also feels like a little rough for them in that 2v3 because it felt like they played everything right, and those spams almost brought him down, right? If one of those bullets had connected, if even just one player had maybe been holding for that, but obviously all of that action happened in a couple of seconds, so couldn't quite get onto it. I think we're just having some slight fixes in the server, so we should be back into the game in a minute or so. But yeah, good resurgence from Sprout. They're starting to get into the flow of the game now, and that can often be the case, right? Especially when you got what appears to be a relatively last-minute stand-in. I don't know kind of when they knew that would be happening. I guess they knew Zyphon was starting in for Heroic for a little bit, so they've probably been putting the reps in, but it's still, you know, one of the first officials and getting used to it.
Yeah, no, true. I think it's interesting that Sprout are warming back into the game, it means that we're going to have a much more competitive series on our hands, because for the moment it looked like Orcs were completely running away with the game. I like what we're seeing out of Towson. I like the fact he is being very aggressive, and he is just really relying on that a lot, because that is his playstyle. He likes to get up in the face of his opponents. He really likes to take the fight to them. So the fact that he hasn't really deviated away from that, and it's really clear to see the loose calling style that Spooke is implementing at the moment. But still at the same time remaining with these fundamentals. I'll take the contact first. CSGO stepping out in towards connector, making sure that Towson's still staying alive, giving them the opportunity to win the round. It feels like a calculated risk, and it is one that is definitely worth taking. It's been really good to see out of Sprout, and 6 rounds is currently what Orcs have. Remember, this scoreline can be equalized now in MR12. Like, they can go 6-6 here as we jump back into the server. We take a look at the last 2 rounds of play here in this first half. There is no money for Orcs. You assume this is going to be a Sprout round.
And that's 6-6 potential definitely on the cards. We'll see what these little pistols can get done. Orcs going back to the old stomping ground towards mid. Players on the extremity, so options to go anywhere if they do find a pick, but Slime on the line. Waiting to see if something is given to them, but Sprout happy to play these long angles, sit back, wait for Orcs to make that first move.
Yeah, they know a round like this is definitely present. Slime also feels the contact of players out mid. Now it's all about making sure you're swinging together, you're not giving these isolated kills, because that's where things can get a little bit scary. Black Tears will find roles, but immediate trade out of Towson is exactly what the Doctor ordered. 4 versus 3. Orcs are confined in towards mid. They can't really do anything with this space at the moment, as long as Sprout don't give them these kills.
And Sprout gets the 1 kill. Bomb still needs to be picked up. Spooke might even be able to get another here. Careful, it is just the AWP here, but well, that AWP is hitting shots. Slime with another, and barely sees him for that 2nd kill. He's getting warmed up as well. 12 kills currently. Top of the server, in fact, for Slime.
Yeah, exactly what you want to see out of him. Cool little jump as well on top of the ticket booth, just to confirm that the 2nd player was definitely in connector. And they keep it relatively healthy. Last round of play anyway, they can buy everything. Doesn't matter too much. For Orcs, can they get a grip on this game, or is momentum definitely silent with Sprout? It definitely is looking that way. And for Orcs, they're going to run it B immediately. And there is currently only 1 player here for Sprout. It's just CSGO.
Very forward presence from Sprout over towards Ram, so they get the info early that there isn't somebody there, but yeah, he's going to come in immediately. You're completely displayed. CSGO, he's in an uncomfortable position, but still sets up for that first kill. Not traded quite yet. That's giving time, precious time for his team to come on over. How is he still alive and still fragging? 2 kills, over-delivering, and that's the lifeline they needed. Left alone, he might have done enough.
There's no utility either. After this molly fades for Orcs, this now gets really awkward. You have to take the fight. Olymp starts to creep forward, sees the jiggle of rolls, wants to get closer and towards the window, but it's a flashbang from Spooke that will do it. Black Tears hasn't even planted the bomb yet. It's so uncomfortable. It feels like only a matter of time, but they line up. There's an opportunity here, but Slime takes it away from him. Sprout, they equalize things with 5 rounds in a row, 6-6 at the end of the half.
And we're back 6-6 at the half. Close as could be between these two teams after a bit of a comeback from Sprout after ORKS came in looking strong. And Sprout, well, they're looking to go straight to B.
Oh, but they're going to be meeting with 2 pistols currently on Olimp's hands. I like this. He hasn't actually got out of the window. Still peppering down damage, but CJot only takes 50. But that is enough for Sprout to pull the plug on the B execute, at least for now. They back up. They make noises if they're retreating, but they're still here.
Yeah, it's not the most convincing fallback, though. And they know it's not convincing as well because they've got no presence elsewhere. They don't know what ORKS know either. You don't know if an ORKS player is pushed up top mid, pushed into ramps. So you still got to assume that there's going to be some defenders here. And currently there are 3 of them. I'm just walking on through. Now the contact comes. Utility can come on over. But yeah, 3 on the site. Black Tears gets the first play. Dancing around the pillar. And with those dual Berettas trying to get something done. Does eventually find his kill. However, it's even Stevens until Torsen gives the advantage to Sprout. And taking another one as well. Eventually dealt with by sNxx. But he has to find 2 more kills. 2 are low. With the dual Berettas, this is definitely doable. If he can find roll spots, the head swinging around, darting around that bench, and eventually clicks him down, and just 1 bullet will do it. Spooke is so low. Dual Berettas plenty in the chamber. You just know where he is. Spooke playing this one perfectly, walks around, bomb being diffused, but it has to be the full 10 seconds, and Spooke, no time for the knife, just guarantees the round.
Yeah, well played, especially from Towson. But yet another player from Sprout dropping 3 kills in a pistol round. First it was Slime, next up is Towson. They've won both pistols here in this game, and yet the scoreline is still close. That's a testament to how good the early gun rounds were for ORKS. Immediately, look, you've got the AKs, you've got the MAC-10s blended in to farm up money. A save for ORKS is expected, and it means that Sprout can establish a little bit of a buffer here.
Looks like they're going to be making their way towards B as well after a bit of fact-finding in towards mid. And ORKS have moved most of their members towards A. Although this pause has actually led them to starting to rotate on over. Like they get a boost in towards the ladder room. So maybe a chance to catch off guard a player here.
I think it's fine, though. Like, this gets difficult for Spooke who doesn't play above him, and he does. But you've got Rolls kind of being the recon out A. Sprout are still committing into this, but at the end of the day, it is just USPs. They've completely overlooked 1 player at Van. Although, as I say that, I'm pretty sure Towson's getting the kill here. Yeah. All signs point to Sprout winning this round. So I'm going to go ahead and say that they did.
I love this freeze frame that we have. Well, we don't get to watch anymore. I thought it was funny. You can just see the peak coming through as his like pistol is coming back from the reload, and it's just like, yeah, record scratch freeze frame kind of moment.
It's like the... So you're probably wondering how I ended
Yeah,
up
exactly,
in this situation thing. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's a shame as well because it looked like he was on for a few kills there, especially because they were all jumping over him. Potentially could have got, not completely out of control, but would have been inflicting damage on towards Sprout, whereas I think they're going to stay alive with 4 players here and then continue building on. Obviously, that was just a full eco. We're now going to get the full investment out of ORKS. I'm not sure. I don't think there'll be a sniper in play at all, so it'll just be all the rifles, which will be an interesting one. It'll be interesting to see kind of how they operate. We saw them getting very aggressive in towards mid ORKS on their T side. I wonder if that's going to be the same here on the defense.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how it pans out. And a critical gun round with MR12, losing the pistol now, and the second round, you need to kind of get that CT start rolling. The gun round feels a lot more important on the CT side because of the economy and how long it takes to build up. So as we get back into the round, we get to see, oh, we're already in the action, in fact. And there's kills that have happened. And they're over towards B. Spooke, a double kill. Play misses his shot. We might have just answered that question as the gun round is looking to go the way of Sprout.
This is, again, very similar to what we saw out of ORKS where it comes to like one dimension. Everyone was on the same page out the gate. This is what we're going to do early. We're going to just move with all of our players and just snowball into a bomb site. 3 players staying alive for Sprout is absolutely fine. You get in the round, you're putting yourself up towards 9, and it was the T side I was worried about, primarily on overpass, but also you kind of do raise some eyebrows when you see the amount of players on the server that are standing in, whether they've been here for only a couple of weeks, whether they've just kind of joining in bit part in this team. It still does raise the concern, but they are doing really well. They're passing every single test with flying colors so far. They are 4 rounds away from winning the game. ORKS yet to post on the CT side.
I think this way you start to see some of those cracks. Slime's all in play. And a slight investment around the M4. So they want to get involved early. sNxx is going to get up close towards Rat. This way you got to play it. You just try and find an opener if you can. The MP9 swinging onto Slime would actually be a great way to open if you wanted to get that information.
But they definitely know sNxx is there.
Ooh,
I'm
look at,
actually
the
looking at
mini-map.
Olymp, yeah. There's every chance here he could actually find the bomb. I don't think he does now. But Spooke has walked short. He'll deem that clear. Big fight still coming up. That's the bomb drop, but there are more players here. CJot will get helped out by Towson, and now the bomb can make its way over. Crisis averted. But I tell you what, if you're ORKS, you might be worth giving this a look in, especially with the pistol players.
Yeah, no reason not to. Player advantage, you can send the pistols in first. Orp can just post up here, so if Spooke does go for the swing, which you know he's tempted to. Oh, he's lucky. Smoke comes on forward, and that's giving him a bit of breathing room. Dodging these AWP bullets. One unlucky AWP shot would completely change the tone of this round, but it's looking like he's gonna avoid that. But now, things get scary. Oh, they get really scary. It's on the torso and he's tucked in and he's under pressure, but he's standing tall. Somehow wins that fight onto sNxx and Turtle. This is a very untenable position. Has to come through with a USP. Does he have time? No. Oh, I cannot believe Towson's able to win that out by virtue of staying alive.
Yeah, really well played by Towson, especially under that much pressure, being kind of peppered in from the apartments. You know that market's control has been lost as well. At any moment, that player can swing on you, but he's just playing so tucked in towards the pillar, shimmying, and the most important kill is the one that drops right in front of his lap. Really important one. 18 kills to his name, and from a player we didn't even have on the graphic, we didn't even know was going to be here. To drive Sprout forward, keeping them in contention is absolutely fantastic. What a critical moment for Sprout in this one. That was just a couple of pistols, though, for ORKS. That was a lot of damage that's been done, and now you've got the full gun round here.
Yeah, that saved him for setting them up to do a lot, even if it wasn't the main deliverer of the kills. And the Flames deliver the opener here. CJot's also brought very low. So great start for ORKS into this round. Biggest gain they've found is Spooke has got a lot of space in mid. And it was a very heavy commitment to A early.
Sprout have been mid-rounding through short to B a lot of instances. I like this out of Slime. Turtle will get the intel, and that means that the position from Olymp is huge. However, he only has an AWP. So he could be overrun here when these players go mid to B. Like it's out of Spooke, creating space, but not finding the kill, but still allowing Rolls to get around the corner here, and Slime still posted at connector.
That's so unfortunate. Spooke wins that fight, and you've got so much more room to work with.
I think they still go A here. Oh, it relies on the Palace player a lot. But where you've got so many players in towards CT here for ORKS, if CJot's able to find a kill over towards Sandwich on Black Tears, suddenly this creates space here. He's seen the barrel.
Low HP helps him out there as well. And okay, there's suddenly a well, but playing the bomb is going to be difficult. Oh, it was almost made possible when sNxx found another kill. But unfortunately, well, at least for Sprout, Turtle finds the perfect timing from jungle to catch them both off as they're crossing, playing with utility, getting ready to set up for the post-fight. And so, ORKS will find their first CT round.
Yeah, so awkward there because they never had control in towards short in the first place. So at any moment, you're going to be feeling uncomfortable. Can't plant open for connector. So therefore, you got to strafe back around. You can plant reverse default, but that's where the jungle player will strike. Too many angles to consider. But Sprout did create an opportunity for themselves there. And they are running the economy still low into the ground for ORKS. To be fair, same can exactly be said for this T side. Very critical round here. Whoever wins this has control of the economy. ORKS, it's essential for them. Sprout is a pathway to victory on ORKS' map pick.
Timing shot eludes Flay. Double up. Oh, this is fast and rolls. Oh my god, he is up in and he's jumping on over. Flay is punished by the Mac 10. sNxx does get one back, and in fact a second. Somehow able to adjust onto sNxx there, but not ready for spooke. Sprout have the advantage. They can find Turtle. This is almost impossible for Olymp to get involved. He just basically has to sit in this angle and hope that rolls oversteps, but this round hinges on what Turtle can get found.
It's not even at a point where it's like too low of a time for the bomb to be denied either. Plant is not safe. Why is it not safe? Definitely could have planted reverse triple there because Rolls was in jungle. Connector was also smoked off. And now you've thrown it onto a Mac 10 to clutch up 1 versus 2.
The first kill and it's doable, but no. Turtle again. A massive triple kill, but he should never have been in the position to win the round like that. That he gets both of those kills is also just crazy that Sprout allow that. Not only are you planting exposed to CT, but both your players line up onto the angle that the CT can peek from. The only angle they can peek from, you expose yourself to, and you line up as two. That's a mistake you don't want to be making. And I guess, you know, with all the caveats of these rosters coming in here with stand-ins and all the like, these mistakes will happen, but oh, that one hurts.
Yeah, that one really hurts because that just allows ORKS straight back into the game. Hello. Towson is now in Ninja. And now he's dead. But that allows a little bit of space for the bomb. Look at it. It's already up short. Trying to tap away at these heads, but actually CJ and Rouse both find kills. What is happening here? You need to be careful if you're Flay because he is isolated and he is against pistols, but he's got the AWP.
Also, it's a lot of time on the clock, so Sprout can actually try and exploit this, try and catch the right timing to find another player. Could be Flay. It's an M4 recovered for Slime as well.
And Flay can't see that on the corner, so he doesn't know that the rifle's been picked up.
Oh, Vent's not broken either. That's actually going to maybe work in Sprout's favor. Now it's broken.
No, the ladder one was. Not the one in towards CT, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right. So Turtle, okay, they are going to have to break it. The CT is just charging on through. Olim just disrespecting. Knows that he has to make the play and Slime over the edge of the smoke. They fumbled the round before, but it looks like that bag is now in the other hand. Just with P250s. P250s is all they brought into this. And suddenly, it's looking like they're going to take this round away. Turtle, the only one remaining. They're not giving him the fight. They're backing up. This one is Sprout's 11th. And ORKS can hardly believe what's happened to them.
Well, neither can I. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know how these P250s are just popping off. And suddenly they get the bomb plant right, Sprout. And they're able just to make it work. That is unbelievably backbreaking for ORKS. Loss bonus at 3rd stage. Which means they will save. They will be able to get another gun round here. But they are playing up against map point. And this is their map pick. And that is a calamitous round to lose. From equalising the scoreline to now playing up against map point. That is not the way you'd expect it.
Double up on the T side. side because that's all they could save. At the very end, they were trying to find another rifle to swap the AWP out for. And that's going to force a particular style of play into this round that they have to sort of play a bit more passive, hope that ORKS are going to try and peek into an angle, give up one of these kills. I don't mind the idea of posting that AWP over towards B early, seeing if the push comes through, but with the smoke coming in, really stick around. You'd love to find Olymp and swap out the AWP for the M4.
CJ is holding for this push. Okay, nice tap. If he went down there, then the bomb's completely open and it's really awkward. Instead, it's fine, and Sprout can now go B, and they've made it round the corner. The only rifle in play, though, is here on this bomb site, and now everyone is rotating forward. I don't want to say it, but this can still get messy. Olymp finds 2 kills.
Yeah, now it's definitely gotten messy, but look at Rolls. Rolls is finding space. The bomb is already out of there. You just need to get Torsen out. Torsen needs to escape, but he can't. Oh, back onto the other foot.
No.
Rolls has got one locked in, but now they know that Short's got the freedom. Oh, okay, he's able to get away. But now you're giving over this AWP to Flay, who can just hold from short. You peek straight into the AWP.
Why?
You knew that AWP had been recovered. C-Jot, oh, saving.
All Rolls needed to do there was just go in towards CT. Like, sure, I don't mind the jungle approach, but you just didn't need to. You just didn't need to progress further. I understand if you get in towards the corner by market door, you then cut off all of those rotations, but it just feels a little bit unnecessary, especially when you're in the player disadvantage. Take the space. That's the primary concern. And then you secure it afterwards. That is absolutely wild. Coming in from ORKS. That is back-to-back ecos we've just seen. Enough money. The Sprouts get out of buy. Wow, it's ORKS on the double AWPs. They've saved those over, and Flay has found success.
We did expect a little bit of crazy Counter-Strike coming into this. And so it certainly delivered on that front with some of these very unexpected round wins for both teams. Now a chance for double digits for ORKS. So they get that opener. Slime's been heard by Turtle as well. And Rolls walks back turn. So now it's a 2-man lead for ORKS into this round. Should be theirs. And Black Tears gets another kill. And with that one, it's going to be very difficult for Sedshot and Tarson to make this work.
We're going to equalize the scoreline here because I doubt Sprout are going to get the bomb down in this situation, and then they're going to have no money. 45 seconds might even be worth holding on to these guns. But where you've got $0 in the bank account, I don't know. Actually, I think you're a better place just dying, to be completely honest. They'll reset A. They'll try and get a plant there. No, okay. They change their mind. They want to think about middle. I feel like you can't die after time here. And they're going to save.
Yeah, the issue is you kind of highlighted there, right? That they're going to have no bonus money into this round. And, oh, they're going to get hunted? No.
No.
So they're going to be on 0 and 50 while their team's going to be on 2.5, 3K.
Yeah.
Something, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, about 2.5. So it means going to this round, they kind of all have to eco, and then going into the round after, which could be the final round of the game, you're gonna have them on 3K each. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The thing is, they have to save these now. If things don't work, they got to save.
But they also have to be the ones that make it work in this round, so they can't.
Yeah, it's
really
awkward. You're not pausing here to talk about investment right now. You're talking about how can we make this work? How can we get the bomb down? What have ORKS been doing to allow us in? I feel like A is the vulnerability here for ORKS. just looking on the face of it, the way that they've been setting themselves up. I feel like A in the mid round is the play, and Sprout have gone all in.
Okay.
Now, this is to equalize the economy with Towson and CJot. But they're on 2,400 loss, which means that if they lose this, they're now playing for overtime. I really don't like this investment. But if it works, I love it.
Yeah, that's often the way things go in Counter-Strike. And honestly, if they go for the straight A execute here, there's only 2 players. It's a very heavy lean towards the B side. Oh, sNxx caught off though. That's one of those rifles removed. sNxx season coming on forward. Flay hits his shot as well. They've already done enough. HE goes on forward, does some further damage. sNxx finding more kills. And just between the 2 of them, they were the only defenders, and they found almost all of these kills. Just 1 player remaining. Slime is sitting in a smoke. And he is surrounded by CTs. Not going to be long for this world. Not the headshot. Does get the kill eventually. That's 11-11.
Just think back to how many opportunities Sprout have had to close this game when it comes to just these small micro decisions, and the catalogue of errors are now just adding up. Think about the amount of times they could have planted the bomb safely and they haven't. That'd be 2 rounds right there. Suddenly, you're at 13, losing to the eco, allowing ORKS a way back in. Now, your decision to buy in has potentially cost you in closing this out of regulation. Sure, you won a P250 round before, and it was spectacular. The chance of that happening twice in one game, once in a blue moon.
ORKS be feeling very good about the current situation. And map pick, obviously overpass coming up next, the pick of Sprout. Oh, we did highlight some of the issues on the T side. Oh, tears. Okay. Little head spotted? No, not quite. Spam, okay. Bit of damage done back with the pistol. So now you know something's up in mid.
Yeah, chance is gone though. Didn't find the other kill. Towson in towards jungle is the only thing, but you imagine you clear this if you are black tears, but he's not. Okay. There would be an opportunity if Turtle wasn't holding for this exact push. Okay, Towson just jumps in, pole vaults him over. The Turtle's there. It's fine. It's all okay for ORKS. They will go up to map point in the most unlikeliest of scenarios.
Didn't expect to see ORKS on map point in the fashion that they got here.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a very strong start for them on this map, but started looking really solid as soon as they got things rolling. They were picking up most of the gun rounds, but a couple of little fumbles. Suddenly, ORKS looking to take their map pick. Or potentially overtime. We're no strangers to overtime here in ESL Challenger League. We love it. Sprout will love to take us there.
Oh, that nade does not land as cleanly as they would have hoped for. This time, Turtle's on a cheeky little boost up at B. That's kind of cool. Really selling the idea that the AWP is the only player on this bomb site. Double AWP setup can potentially be a little bit awkward, but where Sprout haven't rushed anything for a few rounds, ORKS feel comfortable enough to still wield this setup. But Towson does find the opener, and that is Olymp getting very aggressive in B.
Now, the question is, does Turtle budge? Probably not. Just sits there.
Yeah.
And so, it is going to be a 5v3 if they go towards A. And in fact, Black Tears is leading a bit further towards B because they don't have the information. Turtle can't like jump spot or anything from his position. His sound cues are limited.
Are Sprout going to pop through their own connector smoke here? That'd be kind of wild if they did. Slime tries to go through the ramp smoke but can't manage it, but you still got that element of C-Jot in Palace. Nade goes in, Rolls goes up and over. The flashbangs are so good from Towson. Rolls on the angle and he's found 2.
20 seconds left. Black Tears can disrupt this if they plant in an uncomfortable spot, and they might be forced to now, but no, it doesn't matter. Fights one out. Now 1 versus 3 for Turtle, gets legged as well. Brought down incredibly low. And the HG to get it done from Slime, a slam dunk to send us to overtime.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Really good game between these two squads on Mirage, and suddenly we need a best of 6 to determine which way this one's going. All the money is here. That's no issue now. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to take more risks, who's going to be that team to really get involved. We have seen ORKS push in. This time it was accounted for with Towson finding that opener, but it was really Rolls that hit the clothesline. Blundered in a couple of rounds in which he overextended, overpressed, but this time pays dividends. We're MR15 again, but Flake's found the opener on towards Spooke. Double Palace push out of ORKS as well. Look at this.
Yeah, it's interesting to be going for that, but yeah, they found all the space. Now you can continue to send this one player forward. You've got the opener as well, so you can suffocate the snap sprout. They just, no, great kill, but I think the HG killed him before it exploded there. Pretty sure that he just copped that one to the stomach. So an advantage and a push through T-Spawn. sNxx continuing his venture that he started at the start of the round, and Rawls has his back turned. Will be exposed if sNxx decides to look through. See, he looked back for a second and actually looks back again, but not quite ready for that swing. Definitely something you're a little surprised to see. There is space here. So a bomb plant is definitely possible.
Yeah. You just smoked it off. You've molly jungle. You know there's a player out towards ramp. Towson Slime, look, it is entirely possible, but that is a disgusting angle from Olymp. And now Slime's left all alone. There's a flank. Not at ramp, though. It's at Palace. The bomb is planted for Slime. That is the only thing really going for him. And there is no smoke for this bomb.
Oh, that also hurts. The Molotov comes forward. He cannot peek. It's just not possible. All the utility rating on forward. He's tucked in. There was literally nothing he could do there. And eventually he is found questioning whether they want the secondary ult. They decide not to. So ORKS draw first blood in the overtime round that eluded them towards the tail end. There was definitely a world where Sprout could have made that one work as soon as the bomb goes down, but unfortunately that kill comes through from jungle and it all starts to fall apart.
Yeah, for them, definitely. I think it's cool that we're talking about calculated risks and which team is going to be making more moves. It looks like it's ORKS. Now they've got the money. We've already seen sNxx push in towards ramp, get that kill. Now we've got this underpass push. Look at all this info early that Olymp has got. And that means these players can focus on middle. And you'd expect them to be winning out these gunfights, but they're not. It's Rolls, and it's Towson just through this smoke. Another kill. And suddenly, this lurk, all this information gained, it's gone. It's nullified.
What a sick play. Towson, that's huge, getting that double kill as well. While Rolls is kind of causing all that chaos elsewhere. He swings out through that smoke. Gets the first kill. He's not even ready for the second player to be there, but able to adjust on it. It was so fast. He's been lights out this whole game as well. 23 kills for him. Even things back up. 13 apiece. And both rounds feeling very convincing for both teams. Yeah.
I mean, that one, you've just got risk taken on the other end of things. Towson pushes through a Palace smoke and gets 2 kills, and ORKS are not ready for it. Raoul's is just holding W up short. Like, I don't know what is going on. Because meanwhile, you've got Olymp that started the round pushing underpass. Now he's in Palace. What a wild state of affairs. 13-13. We keep running things right back here.
Quick little break, but it won't be for too long. Wonder if ORKS will opt to get the second drop out this time. Something that they definitely wielded a few times throughout relegation. Relegation? Regulation. Relegation's on the line, though. It's on the mind. Both these teams. But they are playing for that retention of the Challenger League spot.
Where does this go? Where does this end? Not only in this map, but just think about the series in its entirety. Thing is, for both of these teams, you don't want to completely burn out in map 1. Whilst it is overtime, you're putting a lot on the line here. You're making these audacious plays, and it's difficult. It really is difficult. I feel like ORKS need to pick up this map. Overpass should be Sprouts in quite a convincing fashion. Despite them struggling on the T side, it's their defense that has been really impressing me every single time I watch them. And I feel like even with all of these players standing in, every single one of them has had tenure on this main Sprout lineup. Everyone knows what the plays are, and sure, it might not be the same roster integrating in, but you can see that they are all on the same page, and there is a lot more structure to this team that we've seen in map 1 that most of us probably thought wasn't going to be there.
So it's Sprout bring out. Smokes come out early, one towards window, one towards top mid to allow the cross. They're putting a lot of pressure on mid early, usually coming on over flashes, and not a lot of response from ORKS. They're playing a bit more of a passive line, stopping the smoking towards the bottom of connector, and well, the opener actually coming through from that drop through underpass.
Instant. It's again just Sprout taking all the initiative. Now you've got Black Tears pushing connector. Should find rolls and does. And you've also got this very quick flank, which means that presence can be maintained over towards B. Flay finds another. Is he ready for the drop down? No, not quite. It's Seja up high, and it's Towson down low. Suddenly it's a 3-on-2.
All picked up with low HP. Now you're running double ops in the post plant. I don't know if you want to be doing that. Okay, doesn't matter.
Right.
Slime's using the deagle. How does he win that? He goes through murder hole with a deagle in hand and finds that kill. No way. Why is he even doing that? He had low HP, an AWP on his back, and that's the play he makes, and it works out. Turtles caught, and Sprout come up 2-1 to go into the second half of overtime.
I don't know. I think it's time to stop asking questions and just watch the Counter-Strike at this point. For ORKS, they were 6-1 up at the start of this game. Sprout were able to have the momentum. In this second half, it's been breaking these economies. It was still, though, Sprout with the momentum. Something they've now got towards the tail end of this first overtime. 2 rounds in a row. Is that going to be enough from them? Or are ORKS going to have to reply? Well, they need to. Otherwise, they're losing their map pick.
Big route towards top mid. This was what ORKS are doing consistently in regulation. Managed to cross over, and Slime's given a freebie. Shooting on the edge of the smoke gave him a massive opening to spot that player out. This HE is going to be hefty as well. Onto 2 players. Look at that. Huge amount of damage and a follow-up as well. Not quite enough to bring Black Tears down, but he is definitely crying over that.
However, you still got this Olymp lurk at B that did keep finding success. And he's got it again. So much prioritization. Flay finds the kill. This allows Olymp to work up B. Black Tears, sure, he burns alive, but they've got the space on the bomb site.
Yeah, it's crazy how they're just completely given up B.
And Seja doesn't know about this. Oh, but that was the chance. And now it's squandered.
Yes, but they have all of the control. Bomb will be planted shortly. There is utility. Great flashbang, but couldn't quite get the kill. Towson, another massive frag. He's having so much impact. Speaking of impact, sNxx gets a rolls behind Slime. He wasn't even peeking onto him.
What?
sNxx disconnected. He's coming through the apartments. Flay's ready forward as well. How has this happened?
It's the
Can
only
find it? No.
No.
Flay hits the shot. What is that from ORKS?
Yeah, it's just it's the one gap they've been finding consistently, putting a lot of pressure over towards mid. Sure, Sprout found the opening kills, but it doesn't matter because Olymp has gathered all the ground and now he's attacking in the back lines. I thought his opportunity had gone once he whiffed on towards CJot at short, but no, he kept firing anyway. And just by the virtue of him staying alive and him like announcing his presence over towards market, that buys enough time for ORKS to get over there. That's really awkward for Sprout. A round that looked so promising has been completely thrown out of their hands. And now they're staring down the barrel of an equalized scoreline and potentially even more of a worse fate. Yet again, it's a similar default. This time, prioritization underpass for ORKS.
They're still similar in just the lack of presence at A. Not fighting in towards top mid just yet. See Sprout are very nervous about B. Slime's been brought over already. Got a player playing towards Van as well, rather than the double short positioning. Very concerned about this presence that's been exploited, and ORKS are comfortable just taking it into mid now. No action from the other side, so they're getting all this for free. They're loving it.
Oh, yeah. They're completely fine. That CJot's like, uh-oh. We'll win out the fight, and Towson does find another, and spooke steps in. How has this completely crumbled? It felt like ORKS has had all this opportunity, and they have found one kill in response, and that is it. Black Tears walks through the smoke, might get the jump on Spooky, but instead, it's the USP that gets pulled out. Sprout are on that point.
Took them a moment to get here, but they have managed to find that point. And that was weird. They actually had all the pieces over towards B and then moved off when nothing happened. So ORKS actually came through short at the perfect time. It was exactly as the rotations came through, but Carson finds the lurking player, and sNxx able to get the single player that was coming out of apps, which allowed them to just focus their attention on short. This time around, a lurking towards Palace is the change up for ORKS. Again, aggressive in towards mid. Utility is quite far forward. A flashbang through. Tawson wants to fight, has edged around this smoke and not spotting anyone just yet. Just gonna know that people are close by. Nice little HE. That does so much damage to Turtle.
Oh. Blacktear's had the opportunity. Instead it's Olymp on CJot, and he's out B again. He is here. Difference is the bomb, it isn't already there. So what you can do now, if you're Olymp, is create as much pressure as possible by finding that kill, and suddenly that activates you lurking towards Palace. They want to go A here, ORKS. I think despite having them B. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where they go at this point. Spooke has no health. Gets one kill. His days numbered. Double OT. Should be locked in momentarily. Bomb planted. Spooke would need a pretty spectacular ace at this stage. They're not going to give him the fight. You see, he was waiting to see if someone would come around, trying to fake out this drop down, but no one's biting. Not the most tantalizing snack. Olymp will find his kill. 3 in the round. Double OT now required.
Oh, look at Towson, 27 kills. But next highest is Slime on 23. Everyone else is kind of in and around it for Sprout. Same can be said for ORKS. Everyone having a really good game here. There's no weak link. It's just fine margins. Sprout need to dedicate more resources to these extremities, because that's where they're getting punished. Round after round, time after time. It is so easy. It is too easy for Olymp to walk out B.
The answer has been a secondary AWP. That's what they've brought in. Able to lock down that angle solo. That's the idea. It's a good change up. Olimp's not even over there. He's part of this pack. And boosted up in towards window, which is another gap. ORKS masters at finding these openings that they can exploit. Some of the utility damage is going in the favor of them as well.
Oh, but spooke deals with Olimp, and they know he's that painful player that is getting into these uncomfy positions. Towson also nearly has the opportunity to put down Turtle, but instead it's traded out. A 4-on-4. Loads of damage done, and wow, Black Tears completely gave up his position off the flashbang as spooke finds 2 more.
Yeah, flashbang was perfect. He was full blind. Had to go for the spray or just play trigger discipline and hope that you don't get peeked on. But I think if you're getting flashed there, you just assume you're getting peeked on. So spray is the right play in the moment, but does give all the information. Spooke, that second kill was also incredibly sharp. Great shots from him in this round. Critical in winning it, as Flay is left alone. He's going over towards B, which is going to reveal the secondary up. And it strikes true. So Sprout in the first round in OT number 2.
Yeah, you definitely see CJot on that as well. You know that Slime's still alive. Okay, double AWP play. That might accelerate things for ORKS. Oh. They actually throw it away. I like that. They go, okay, we don't want it. We'll just play with 1. We've got overtime. We've got the money. Let's be more flexible with the rifles. We know how proactive they've been in towards middle. We keep the rifles at play. I still want to see Slime on the extremity. I feel like if he was holding B apps instead of CJot, it would be a lot more effective. It's something we spoke about in the first half of this game, and I still think it reigns true now. Big fight here. Underpass. Towson wins it out.
Great angle from Towson. Actually, Spooke is down underpass as well, so now you got 2 players that are kind of locked in here, which isn't ideal. They're desperate trying to find one, and I think that single player was spotted on the cross out, so you might actually not expect Towson to still be here. Now I'm going to group up and go towards B.
It's open again.
Yeah, CJ is playing so forward into short, it's open.
Yeah. Keeps happening. It just keeps happening. This time, though, CJ will turn around. And we'll think about things. He is holding, but he's still very far away. We'll now call into his team. That means the rotates are going to come forward. Black Tear's not ready for him. And the spray, it's held. CJ finds 2 kills. Suddenly, it's a 4-on-2.
Who said you can't spray in CS2? CJ with a massive double kill. That's the bomb dropped as well. The lurk's nowhere to be found. sNxx is removed from this whole pack. So despite B being temptingly free, CJ's passive hold from short, that's success. That's success. He spots the player dropping. Might even catch sNxx here as he comes around this corner. Kill and, oh, okay, a follow-up. But time is going to be the biggest issue here. Yeah, he cannot get to the bomb side, cannot plant the bomb. And might just go down after it, which wouldn't be the biggest deal, but no sense giving up a kill here. Especially if you can find one on the opponent.
It's awkward for ORKS because they haven't been really reinventing what they've been doing, and they haven't really needed to because it's been working. Now with 2 rounds in a row, you now start to question your philosophy, and you start to think, okay, well, what can we do that will make things happen? What can we do that will test the defense? You know they're overcommitting in towards middle because that's where you've been conditioning. Why don't you go for a fast pop in towards A, fast pop in towards B? Instead, it's, yet again, it's more of the same. It's rinse and repeat here.
Flay getting very aggressive early with the AWP. CJ peering over the top. He's got that AWP out. Again. On the CT side. Oh, great AG. Look how much damage that did. Olimp's less than half of the back of it. Limping, as it were, into this round. But, oh
whoa.
my god, another one.
Yeah, but look
These
at
players
Olimp.
haven't seen one.
Olimp's still in a great spot. Spooke is aware of it, but it still gets a little bit awkward. And Olimp will reveal himself. Spooke on the jiggle. The doesn't get affected too much. It will be Olymp finding that kill, and that creates space. He's through. He's in CT. Cdrop can be overwhelmed here. Instead, it's the other AWP on the side of things. Slime gets revealed. His position known, but Rolls tucked in default could be that unknown element the Sprout need.
Roll swings, gets his kill. Now he's just sitting. 4 players coming through jungle, make it 2 rolls, lines them up. 5-7 comes on out, and Flay is able to find him. Slime coming on forward, spots the jump, the flashbang's good. They managed to fight their way back into this despite Rolls and heroics. Bomber's gonna get planted, a risky cross. Now you have an idea where both these team players are. sNxx gets spun over, looking for the fight. Deadshot sitting back with the AWP, so really it means that Tarzan has to do a lot of it, and, well, he is the man that you want to be doing the work here. Flay getting brought low, but finds the kill through the top of the box. Deadshot with the AWP, swaps over to the AK, and a great spray, oh my god, finds Flay through it. 6 bullets, 1 head to find. sNxx is dancing around default, hiding from him, and Deadshot cannot find him, taps the bomb, trying to catch him out, and oh my god, what a clutch. That is absolutely insane from Deadshot.
Are you joking me? Like, what are we watching right now? It felt like ORKS had it. They were the ones that were crawling their way back in. Despite Rolls' best efforts, the flashbang on CT was perfect. Flay finding the kill, the slight gap behind the molly. But Cjot with the spam through triple, and then the adjustment right at the very end there with enough time, a split second to give Sprout all 3 CT rounds. And surely that's it, right? Surely that is them locking in the map. Because a round like that is so damaging mentally. That is unreal.
6 bullets and he's playing around default. Trying to find him. That was the back of that spray as well through the box.
Picks up that gun with 15 bullets in it as well, by the way.
What a display. That's one of the craziest 1v2s I've seen. That gets the heart pumping. Now you got 3 opportunities to take away ORKS map pick.
It's very quiet as well. Smoke's blowing open this smoke to allow Rolls the opportunity to peek on towards Olymp. Double AWP for ORKS as well. 1 minute left on the clock. No map control. Sprout have nothing. ORKS have got everything.
Back towards A, and that's where 3 players are, plus quick rotation can come through as well. So ORKS have the right read, but they've lost back tiers. Rolls stepping up again, jumping on through smokes as well. Get control. 2 players in jungle. Shildy comes on over. sNxx is tucked on in. Sandwich goes undetected, swings on out and gets both. Even looking to find Slimes. spooke does protect his teammate. Now he has to find 3. First kill spotted. Oh, there it is. Comes on through. He's running out of bullets himself. Smoke comes on forward. Time, his biggest enemy. Just has to stick this plant. Can't even find the spot for it. Taps it. First kill comes in. But Olimp's not giving it up. He's running out of there. Great attempt. It's going to be ORKS to get the round.
These shots coming out of both of these teams right now are just absolutely unreal. It's so crispy. It's the sandwich player getting all of these kills to start with for ORKS, and then it's spooke finding 2 ridiculous kills. That final one, he taps the bomb and then just hits the 1-tap instantly. They're crazy. Tactical timeout being used. The only one available here for Sprout in overtime. They decide to bring it out now. I think ORKS has still got one. But you only get 1 in overtime flat. That is it.
I'm sorry, that's triple AWP on the CT side.
I didn't even see that, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Bold choice, Brandon. We'll see if it pays off.
triple AWP. I've not seen that in a very long time.
Yeah, look, we're in double OT here. The rules have gone out the window. Oh, that's an interesting aggressive smoke. Gonna respect it as well.
Oh, if you're Rolls, you hear that reload, you definitely just want to spam it back. But you can't. You can't give up your positioning. That was with one AWP being saved as well. So it's the double investment here. Very conscious decision. Olymp's like, hey, I've got mine. What you don't know is that Flay and sNxx have also got theirs.
That's so many ops. I really want to see if this works.
Gap's Palace right now. There's no one there for Sprout, fortunately enough, for the Orcs. And it does get smoked off as well. They're in very good positions here. You can take the shot, you can fall back, and then it baits the rifles in. And you got the AWP on another angle that you're not ready for. sNxx. Oh my goodness me. Did Rels dodge that? No. I think he was definitely spotted. Big nades. Pull up incendiary as well. 30 seconds for Sprout to try and get in.
Oh, you don't love this position they're in. Have to force their way through the smoke. They're taking so much damage from Util. sNxx swings with his AWP. Play with his sNxx. What a shot. Finding more. And suddenly it's all done. The AWPs. It was bold to go for 3, but, well, it does work out with 2 of them doing a lot of heavy lifting.
One more chance. Sprout had 3 chances to close this game, but Orcs are fighting back. One more round separates us between Sprout taking the map or Orcs forcing us to another overtime. Triple OT potentially required here between these two teams. And I think what's wild is we've seen this entire game play out, and we've not seen a single just like A execute. And I think we might have it here out of Sprout. Finally.
It's actually a bit more heavy towards Palace, though. They're going to be popping out, and well, this setup from Orcs is great to deal with it. First player spotted. sNxx finds his. Rolls does get the entry on through. And a great kill on the Turtles. That's massive. Spams him on out. They know this sNxx is over in CT. A leg onto Flay. Spooke can come on through as well. Flay knows it, and Flay's in trouble. Brought down incredibly low. sNxx gets 1. Needs to find 2 more. Misses the opportunity. 1 versus 2 required. 4 triple overtime. Sprout might have done enough. Getting the bomb is going to be an issue, though. And sNxx is looking for the kills. He's found it. A 1 versus 1. Bomb is picked up, and Slime gets away. Time to work with. sNxx slides on back down. Notice that bomb has maybe been picked up. Wants to play with the time cues, making it sound like he's run away. He comes up through with the AWP, and oh, this timing. He might have just caught him out. Slime not going to be ready for it. Triple overtime. 3 in a row from Orcs to send us there.
What a clutch from sNxx. 4 kills in the round from him. And just when you think Sprout have done enough, just when you think Rouse has got 2 kills on that spam, you've got the extra element of Spooke coming forward, but it's the bomb that gets dropped right out of Palace. It makes things so awkward. And there's that tactical timeout now being called in from Orcs. We go again. 3 rounds won back-to-back on this CT side for both of these teams.
sNxx, surely he buys the AWP after that incredible display. Yay, nay. He's on 31 kills, the only player that's top 30. Although everyone is fragging in the server right now. There's really no weak points at all.
It's continuing in OT as well. Towson has really dropped off in OT, it has to be said. Was doing really well in regulation, but his impact has not been felt, and Sprout really need him. He can't go absent now. Another pushing towards Palace potentially for sNxx. But not going to be. Orcs, they've battled well. They've made it here again. Triple OT. And now they want to be the team that takes the lead, takes their map pick. And remember, guys, this is the first map of this best of 3.
Yeah, you'd be forgiven for thinking that we were on the decider with just how intense this has been. We potentially got 2 maps ahead of us. The action never ends. Either of these teams wants it to. Good mid space being taken by Sprout. Turtle's in a very powerful position. Look at the rotations from ORKS. They've brought a 3rd player over. And that's the bomb.
That's the bomb.
Oh, Turtle's been given a gift. A smoke comes forward too, so how do you even deal with him? Rolls is trying to catch a timing that he can do it, but... Good Molotov, not going to spread up though.
I like
Now
that
Black Tears comes over.
Yeah, perfect. This is again, it's just Sprout on their T side. It feels like they are really just dropping the ball, I'll be honest. So many rounds in which they just get the bomb in inconvenient locations for themselves. Finally, we'll be scooped up, but look, you got 10 seconds. Up you go. But sNxx, he's down low and not even needed. Black Tears in short. He locks it in. ORKS, they continue their dominant streak on the CT side. That is 4 rounds, 1 in a row. Now from ORKS.
Like finding these T rounds is the key. I don't know if there is a key actually. It's too hard to predict with how this game has gone. Some insane rounds.
Don't drop the bomb. Don't put the bomb in dumb positions that you can't recover it. There's your key.
Good tip. One to try it home as well.
Great
blow.
Yeah, that's perfect. Notice how it lands out the window, so it never does any damage to Flay. So it's just allowed to peek instantly. Really cool that we're getting that.
Yeah, definitely something we're seeing a lot more of. I think the Mirage window one is one of the most prominent ones. We've got like specific lineups, kind of as you illustrated, right? The HE blows outside of the window. So not only does it blow open the smoke, but it also does damage if someone's under window, which is obviously a common position to be. So it's a really cool lineup. I'm sure we'll see many more of those start to come into vogue as they're discovered. Splitting onto A. Decent read on the situation. Player in jungle can disrupt things. No, Rolls is the great disruptor. Oh, Rolls! Look at him go. 2 kills. So quick and clean with it. And now you can plant for short comfortably as well. No chance of disruption. You got that AWP posted up in mid as well who can help out. There is going to be this late flank that comes through A, but I think with the player advantage, it might come too little too late.
Yeah, Rose is holding as well. We'll get overwhelmed, but Towson does his job. And now Olymp under significant pressure. It's just Flay. Obviously, we'll give it a go, but... Oh, doesn't get punished by CJot. Smoke and a kit available. No way. Surely not. No. Instantly dealt with by the Glock of all weapons to do it. Sprout will disrupt the momentum and will finally find a T round.
Yeah, massive. Obviously, love a second. Great entries from Rolls there. That was the difference, right? They had the player disadvantage, but ORKS were a little out of position. Sprout found the right timing to come through connector. 2 very clean entries. Flay looking to get a bit active. And will find the kill on Slime. Ahead of the boxes as well.
This time B's open for ORKS, but you've got that push. Look at sNxx. CJot is dead. There's no way. Okay, he did anticipate it, but sNxx did win out the gunfight. And now look at this. 1 kill, and everyone's rotated over for ORKS over at B. And I'll tell you what, sNxx might just drop the bomb here. He's just jiggling. That's really smart play. Oh no, there it goes.
Well, they got their one. No easy entry this time around. I guess the leg. Screwed. No chance there. So ORKS with the run-round lead going into the second half of OT number 3. Sprout getting that elusive T round. That was the difference in the last overtime.
Yeah, that is true. However, I feel like you take a look at this, so whilst you don't want to pick a winner because of just how back and forth it's been, the space is so obvious for ORKS. Out B, it's there. And if they just run at it, I feel like that guarantees them a round. It's just whether they recognize it, it's whether they note it. Slime starts middle as always. Single AWP as well for Sprout. CSGO on the A4, where he had success with that spray down as well in second OT. But this time, a little bit of a feign. ORKS are going B.
ORKS love a B hit. That's what we know. First, they're going to be spinning out through underpass. Olymp leading the charge. No one here to be catching out just yet. As they are throwing on the execute utility towards B, but it's not a commitment. It's enough to draw Spooke over, though. That's the key part of it. Wanting to bring that extra element over, and yeah, with all the conditioning in the last almost 40 rounds of play, I do believe it is B, which it is. So they believe correctly.
This is so weird. Why have you dumped all your util and they're not gone? Only looking to recommit in later because you've not put any pressure over him towards middle. You've not announced that you're there either. There are mollies available. But CJot, he's also got his spam out. Underneath the window, he goes. Spooke baited him perfectly. 20 seconds. Oh, she'll get out the window here.
Okay, Olympus found 2 though.
There's no time to go back.
The bomb can't get there. Yeah, they have to commit. The chaos is caused, but 10 seconds left. CSGO could end it here, but no. Spooke though can. Spooke can. Spooke just needs to deny the bomb. He's won the round. He's done it. Doesn't matter if he goes down or he might not even. He's finding the kills regardless. What an incredible play from Spooke.
What a round. Heart in the mouth moment stuff. And ORKS, it's that hesitation. They think with those kills, their sNxx finds, oh, we can go back towards A. No, you can't. 18 seconds left. It would have been really tight. They wouldn't have been able to clear anything. Had to commit in towards B. You understand that CJot's there at short. You wonder whether Spooke's rotated over, but no, he plays it perfectly. Wonderful stuff from Spooke. And now you're getting a couple of Sprout players that are sprinkling around the 30 kill mark even. They're the ones doing it more consistently now. 2020.
All in mid. 5 ORKS charging on jab. This ain't the Battle of Helm's Deep. Taking control into a short. Great Molotov puts it straight into Spooke, and he's done it again. Stepping up every time the team needs him. That triple might have just won them the map.
Slime. Okay.
Okay, hold up. There's still a while this time.
Oh yeah, there is. It's
But
just
the
that
bomb's
bomb.
delivered.
This time it's the bomb drop for ORKS in a really awkward position. Why is there no one over there to help Spooke?
Well, Spooke is sure he doesn't need help. Okay, maybe he does now. You know what the last player is? Do you need to give too many 1v1s over to play with the AWP? Probably not. Probably not. He has to plant the bomb. You do not need to give him these fights. You've given him an opportunity. A way into this. A 1v2 with the AWP. The bomb planted. He can go anywhere.
Oh, that timing. He's heard rolls though.
No, he's
This is
coming.
so doable.
Oh, he finds the kill. Doesn't quite know where Torsen is. The wide swing, and Torsen clutches it out. A triple in the round. Collects where Spooke had started things out, and Sprout again on map point.
This is ridiculous. I'll be honest, the thing that undoes this round in its entirety is that Orcs molly themselves off short. And they allow Spooke to get close, and then he drops a molly of his own. They're all grouped there. They're all cordoned because of their own Molotov. That is twice now Orcs have made back-to-back indecisive errors. Why didn't they just commit in towards short? They had so much space. That is so wild. And that could be it. However, we know this game is potentially never going to end.
Turtle, he wants to end things, but Ruled and Torsen find a killer piece. Black Tears gets one back, so does Flay. Brought down low are these two Ts. Spooke, he wants to step in, and look at that, they line up for him. Another massive multi-kill. Olymp, what can you do? The bomb again been given over to Sprout. And finally, just finally, we might have an end to this map. It's taken us double OT to get here. Sorry, triple OT to get here. No lip needs triple. There's an AWP pushing him, a deagle in hand, a kill given over again. Don't want to be giving these opportunities. He has a minute. And now he can go anywhere.
Well, he can go anywhere, but he needs to go get the bomb on A. That's the issue. So as long as Sprout turtle up, there's every world. And I think he's just been heard. Maybe not. But Spook's tucked in towards jungle. CJot's in CT. You are giving Olymp an opportunity to isolate these kills here.
I think the jump sound cue was heard. Potentially. That's what that tuck in and then that angle from CSGO kind of implies. And Olymp didn't get the bomb. Oh, that timing. Yeah. Doesn't know he was heard, and now this is impossible. 10 seconds left. Caught out by Spooke. 3 in the round, and Sprout, they finally do it. It took 42 rounds of Counter-Strike, but they take it out in triple OT.
I can't believe that. That is Spook's OT. OT by far. We need to break it all down for you, and I tell you what, we're going to do that after this break.